Man, the grifters are coming out of the woodwork, y'all. Guys, I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. This is your second video of the day since I didn't give you one yesterday. I doubled you up today, just like I did my news channels. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content today. But the grifters, by definition, are coming out of the woodworks. We got James Patterson, one of the most successful authors in our country, in our world. Well, he claims to have secret knowledge through his investigations that he's only going to reveal in his book. I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let's get on into this. Let's talk about it.
Bring it back.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys know, I'm JB Gunner, and this is Crime Time. Now, before we get started, let me say first and foremost, thank you to everybody that supports the channel, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal, regardless of which channel you support. Thank you guys so much. I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do without you. I am one of the only, I think I'm the only non-monetized true crime channel here, and it is by choice, as many of you guys know, that all you got to have is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So clearly it is by choice. Now, with all that being said, if you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad today. While you're down there, if you're not a snowflake, check out some other content. I got political content, gaming content, live streams where we sit and talk about news and drink all the fucking time. Sometimes I show my dick, sometimes I don't. It just kind of is what it is. So feel free to go check them channels out if you would. Thank you to everybody that has hit that tip jar today. By the way, a lot of you guys found it hilarious, my commentary on Tyler earlier, and a lot of you guys have decided to start your own little choo-choo train in my PayPal and shit like that. Thank you guys. Not necessarily necessary, but I always feel appreciated when you guys do it. Thank you guys so much. Now, let me tell you what a grifter is. Now, a grifter, if we are to look at the definition, now let me make this clear. A lot of you YouTube commenters are just fucking nerds. You don't even know what the word is. You think that anyone that makes money on YouTube is somehow grifting you. You think that we're just supposed to make these videos for free because we want to be your fucking friend. You see what I'm saying? You think we're supposed to put in all the hours of research and editing and video production. You think we're supposed to do all this shit just to entertain you, be your dancing monkey for free. And anybody that does get paid doing it or does it for a living, you guys call a grifter. Now, what is a grifter? A person who engages in a petty or small-scale swindling. Now, most people understand what a swindle is. It's when someone jacks you, essentially. It's when someone scams you. Someone like myself that is telling you can clearly support the channel if you like being entertained, you like my content, that's not grifting. Someone else out there that is, you're paying maybe for their content, you're supporting it because you want them to be able to continue to do their content, is not grifting. What is grifting? Grifting is when someone falsely represents something to you in order to swindle you out of your money. So an example of grifting would be if I don't eat seafood. So if I was to take on an advertisement deal with let's say, I don't know, Gordon's Fish Sticks, and I was to sit here and say, this video is sponsored by Gordon's Fish Sticks, and I love Gordon Fish Sticks. That reminds me of South Park, God damn it. But anyways, that would be grifting, because I don't eat fish. Unless it's a fat woman and I'm drunk. I don't eat fish. So to tell you I like fish and to try to sell you fish would be the true example of grifting and swindling. Because it's me telling you to purchase a product I would never purchase. Same thing here. When it comes to a lot of these YouTubers, they use clickbait titles, they flat out lie to you. They use a fake audio. Like Tyler Feller, he clearly said, well, there's brain matter. There's I forgot, what did he call it? I forgot. But the dude is clearly grifting. He tells you, we got a super train, a super sticker train. And our goal today is 15 super stickers. That's not appreciation, that's expectation. I don't go live on this channel because I don't expect anything from anybody here. I got a whole other group of people, the Gun Squad, that I typically go live for because they show their appreciation to me. But it's never expectation, ever. But when you say we're going to do a super sticker train every hour, we expect to get 15 donations every hour during a live stream. That is an expectation. That is now a situation, especially if you're using deceptive practices where you are grifting, you are scamming, you are hustling your audience. And I will say this very clearly about Tyler Feller, and he will not sue me. Do you know why? Because he can't, because he knows he's a fraud. He knows he deceives. He knows that. Now, I hear a lot of you people in my comment section saying, we need to get him off YouTube. No. That's not the way this works. You either believe in free speech or you don't. I do. Tyler Feller has all the right in the world to sit over there and say his bullshit. And it's up to you. Vote with your dollars. It's up to you whether you watch him, patronize him, or not. I'm not going to tell you to do it or not do it. But the whole we need to take people down from YouTube thing, no, we already have enough censorship issues here on YouTube. So unless you're just some flaming leftist that wants everybody silenced if you don't agree with them, that wants everybody censored, then I would walk that back, period. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this story because we have another grifter. And he does meet the definition of grifting. Best-selling author James Patterson says Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger wanted to create the perfect crime. I hope Bryan Kohberger gets out and he sues this cocksucker. Let's go ahead and look up his net worth. Let's do that. Let's just do this. Let's go on up here. James Patterson's net worth. We're just getting it because none of these are ever. $820 million. I hope Bryan Kohberger sues the fuck out of this dude because of comments like this right here. Says he wanted to create the perfect crime and claims he has uncovered new details about the case, but he'll only reveal it in his upcoming book. Patterson is working on an upcoming non-fiction book on the Idaho murders. Says the accused killer appeared to want to create the perfect murder. Of course, the trial starts on the 2nd. I want you to understand, this is defamatory. I hope Bryan Kohberger sues this cocksucker for all $820 million of his net worth. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. He's doing this to sell a book, which means, let me make this clear, he is doing this and it will hurt Bryan Kohberger, and he is doing it for monetary gain. This is exactly what can lead to defamation cases, slander cases. I hope the Kohbergers sue the fuck out of this motherfucker. I genuinely do. Best-selling author James Patterson has said it appears Idaho murder suspect wanted to create the perfect crime. And well, how does it appear that way? As he works to complete a book on the case. Patterson, best known for fictional mysteries, including the Alex Cross series, told News Nation on Tuesday that even after Kohberger's arrest, a number of compelling questions swirled around the case. Why did he murder these young people? What is the effect on the town, on the families? What do you mean? He seemed to want to create the perfect murder. He didn't. What went wrong and what happened beforehand? Sir, there's no aspect of this that was the perfect murder if it was Bryan Kohberger. There was a million mistakes, which is exactly why I believe that it wasn't Bryan Kohberger. Whoever actually did the murders, I think, did create the perfect murder, and they got away, and your fucking ass is sitting here blaming Bryan Kohberger and saying it's him, it's him, it's him. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Kohberger, a graduate student in criminology, is accused of killing. You guys already know the deal. Patterson says he has uncovered new details on the case that are not yet public, but declined to reveal the information in the interview, of course, because he's got to grift that book. Among the biggest mysteries to be answered in the case is the question of the motive. You know what? Let's just check him out. Let's just do it this way, all right? Let's see what he has to fucking say. But this is exactly what grifting is.
One of America's best-selling authors is digging into the Idaho quadruple murder case.
Yeah, I bet.
News Nation, particularly our Brian Enton, has led the way on reporting since the beginning.
We requested information from prosecutor Bill Thompson's office about his history with death penalty cases, but we were told that request was denied because of the Bryan Kohberger gag order. We have confirmed that Bryan Kohberger's parents were called to testify in front of this investigative grand jury.
All right, James Patterson will detail the killings of 4 University of Idaho students found murdered in their off-campus housing. The book will come out before the trial. Suspected killer Bryan Kohberger.
His book will come out before the October 2nd date trial. Can you believe this shit? Oh, I hope it comes out. Because now Bryan Kohberger can sue the I hope to God it comes out before the trial. Please let it come out before the trial.
And James Patterson joins us now, America's best-selling author in history.
Yeah, I don't know that the book is going to come out before the trial, but we're working on it right now. Vicki Ward and I, who's a very, very good journalist.
What about this case? Why this Idaho case is so fascinating?
I think the secret to great mystery stories is questions that the viewer or the reader must have answered. And that's what this has. I mean, we think Bryan Kohberger is guilty. We'll see when the trial happens in late September. But there's still big questions. Why did he murder these young people? What is the effect on the town, on the families? He seemed to want to create the perfect murder. He didn't. What went wrong? And what happened beforehand? When he was in Pennsylvania, were there things that happened? Did he commit any great crimes before he went out?
Well, let me ask you something, dickhead. Is it possible that he didn't commit the crime at all, and that you're just out here defaming an innocent college student's fucking name? Is that possible? This shit is fucking insane.
Out to Idaho. So there's a lot of questions, and that's what drove me to write the book.
You're famous, obviously, for detective novels, for the Alex Cross novels. And what I'm wondering is there something about writing truth that allows it to be stranger than fiction? That you can do things with truth that are because what? Fiction has to make sense. Truth doesn't.
Yeah, well, hopefully the fiction makes some sense, that it tracks okay. You know, I do have an Alice Cross book coming out right now. It just came out today.
Of course.
Cross Down. It's the first Cross book that's ever come out in the summer. And Sampson, his partner, is the big storyteller in this.
This jackass.
And once again, getting back to what I said about the Idaho murders, questions that as readers and as viewers that we must get answered. The question here, the title is Cross Down, does Alice Cross survive? That's the big question throughout the book, and I think why a lot of people are going to go and...
Of course. He's talking about his book. You understand this is just to sell a book. He's grifting. He's trying to sell this book plus the Kohberger book before the trial even starts.
Order the book very quickly and read it very quickly. But that goes right back to Idaho in terms of those questions we must have answered.
Oh.
Yeah, no, my mom is a huge fan of Alex Cross and obviously of your writing, so I think that she will be already has ordered it off of Amazon. Help me understand
your mom, and I like you better because of your mom.
Oh, thank you. Most people feel that
fucking
way.
Jackass.
Then you meet the dog and you like everybody. Help us understand real quick about Kohberger. The Idaho 4 murders. There was something about the murder of 4 college students, right? There's tragedies that happen. There's murders that happen all the time.
Yeah.
What about this, you think? And you've had a unique ability to understand what pulls at America.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
You're looking at it. Here are these 4 victims, these terrific kids, the families, wonderful families that have been, decimated. A town. This is a little similarity to Truman Capote wrote a very famous book in Cold Blood, where two killers come to a small town. And it's a terrible thing that happened. Same thing happened, and this is Moscow, Idaho, where, a wonderful college town, good kids, and all of a sudden this terrible thing happens. And the town isn't really ready for it. They haven't had things like this. They don't have murders out there like this.
Yeah.
The detectives have not dealt with stuff like this before. The prosecutor hasn't.
One last question. I only got a couple of seconds, but I wanted to get it in. You guys have done a lot of your own reporting on this. Is there anything you've uncovered so far that's not in the public record?
Yeah, but we're not telling it tonight.
Oh.
Tonight we're going to tell people to go read the new Alex Cross book because it's really fun.
Oh.
All right. Well,
you don't say.
Suspense, sir. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. We'll talk soon. Thanks for watching.
You don't say. This motherfucker sits up there and he says, oh, we know some new shit. We know some new shit that you don't know. You got to buy the Alex Cross book, though, and then you got to get my other book before the trial comes out. You see what I'm saying? This is no different. These people will sell you anything for money. And look, man, I get it. I'm a capitalist. I don't do this for free either. But there's a difference between working and being genuine and credible and being a fucking lying fraud. Let me know what you guys think. You know some information, but you don't get to know till you buy the book, of course. And then, look, that's a capitalist thing to do. I ain't mad at that. However, clearly, this man is accusing Bryan Kohberger. $850 million is what his net worth is. Bryan Kohberger, if you ever see this video, go get that shit. You can sue this man for defamation, especially if you're found not guilty, which I feel like you will be found not guilty. This man said you tried to commit the perfect murder, but failed. This is no speculation on his part. He's saying it as if it's fact. That's the problem. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I explained what a grifter is to everybody, but grifters are everywhere. And that's the true difference between a grifter. Not people that get paid for entertaining you, but people that do it deceptively. That's the truth. I'm JB.Gunner. This is Crime Time. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed both videos today. I love you guys. If you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, so if someone that's not grifting you, feel free to hit the links down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.